Hi. Still at it. Where am I looking? Oh gosh, I'm always so bad at this. That's why I always do my videos with my up and down camera because uh, with these things, I never know where to look. So sorry, I'm gonna look like I'm looking all over in the wrong places. And this is also a new laptop, so it's gonna be even worse most likely. And look what I just discovered. See how the light's like blasting me? If I do this, it's like I'm on Mars. Back again. But if I do it with this hand, it doesn't happen. Why? Because of the blue. It's a blue shift. Well, it's blue causing the red shift. Funny I should mention that. So as a lot of you probably don't know, this summer I was in an accident caused by a drunk driver, and it put me out of commission. I'm trying to look. It put me out of commission for a while. I got a rental vehicle, which was a Jeep. I was super stoked about that until I realized that after you got in and turned on the ignition, it was no longer a Jeep. So now I know Jeep sold out because it didn't even have four-wheel drive. I felt like a complete poser driving it anywhere, and like it just ate up gas. I have a Prius, and I was not used to driving a vehicle that had no, eco mode. Although my Prius seems to do better not on eco mode. The point is, it's a hybrid. So it was terrible, and I couldn't drive it for Lyft, and I couldn't really do anything. So I was stuck for quite a while. I was stuck for about a month while my car got repaired, while everything was taken care of and the other guy admitted fault and all the stuff had to happen, and then it was out of commission for probably about 3 weeks, maybe 2.5. So mostly I got a little bit depressed and I didn't realize it. Not until I was coming out of it, and that's kind of how it usually is. And in that time, I obviously totally maxed out. No, I didn't max out on it, but I was learning lots and lots of Photoshop, and some I wasn't learning at all. I was just doing a few things that I really like doing over and over and over again. Photoshop actually helped me not be too depressed, or kind of come out of it at least. And so I never feel like I'm depressed, but then later on I'm like, oh man, I think I was kind of depressed. But I also, on this other weird in this other weird way, I really loved it too. I kind of liked being stuck and like just doing my Photoshop and just like, got nowhere I can be. ENTP stuck, doesn't feel like driving the vehicle she has, and kind of likes being stuck, kind of doesn't. So what's an NT to do, right? Ponder the world. Where am I looking? Gosh, ponder the world, which is something I do all the time anyway, but somehow my world pondering got me onto developing a theory of everything, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. At the moment, there's 8 topics on my theory of everything, but there's an overarching theory of everything because all of them are related, and I think there's probably more than 8, but my short list I just posted on a blog yesterday, and my short list is 8, which made me extremely happy because it's a Fibonacci number, and Fibonacci numbers come into this at some point, the golden number. But not today. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to briefly explain some of the things that I've been learning about obsessively. And I can't explain them in tons of technical detail. I'm not good with details. I'm just good with concepts. And I'm okay at trying to get them across in a nutshell sometimes. Sometimes I'm terrible at it. Look at this. This introduction is already 5 minutes long, and I wasn't even going to say an introduction. Well, a little one, but right. So hopefully you guys can bear with me though, because I'll do my thing. And I was going to try to do them all in one, and then I realized I was putting far too much pressure on myself to try to become like a pseudo expert in all of these different topics, and I'm not, and I'll never end up making these videos and sharing this unless I just blurt out what I've already learned, and then you guys can decide for yourselves and comment and tell me what you think, ignore me completely. But I think that these are all very fascinating components to the theory of everything. And it could be a theory of everything, or it could be just a bunch of hogwash. But I think that they're fascinating subjects, and a lot of them are brand new for me. And a lot of them, even if they're not brand new, it's the first time I've really delved into them, and I found out that what I thought was just accepted knowledge is completely not, and it's not even validated scientifically or otherwise. Look, I'm all crazy right now because like my brain has been worrying like but with no outlet. Well, I've had some outlet. I've had some people trapped in my car that are like researchers and physicists and geneticists, and so then they've gotten an earload. But they actually were extremely fun to talk to, and probably didn't expect their Lyft driver to go spouting off about dark matter and dark energy and all kinds of other things. And I just was excited to have somebody hostage that I could talk to about this stuff. When I say challenge, I just mean it's a challenge for anybody that likes to think about things like this, theories of everything, where we came from, how God comes into play, because that's a huge part of this as well. Because as you know, I'm a Christian, and but my brain can't help but want, like, faith is faith. I'm probably going to add parts about faith here too, because I've got theories on faith as well. I want to know what God did. I'm never going to know why God did it, and I'm probably not even going to know what God did, but I'm very fascinated. ENTPs are deductive reasoners. You know, we're not the inductives. We're not looking, trying to watch something as far as it will go, although I do that too about some things, mostly just romantic things. That's when like I check out of like normal like ENTP rational deductive reasoning. That's when I just let go of that completely and I go off in la la land. But with the rest of everything that I ponder, I've always got to go backwards. I always want to find the seed, and before the seed, and where did the seed come from, and what bee carried it across the pollen. You know what I'm saying? So I can't help but do that with God and with where we came from. And I had faith and I believed before, and after the last couple of weeks, I'm like floored. I'm floored by God. But I'm not trying to sway anyone necessarily. However, you're going to be hearing my opinion. It's so exciting to find all this stuff out. So, I guess here we go.